Just when you all thought that y'all seen every talent that Mona had, she brought something new to the reunion part 2. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Reunion Part 2, Season 5, Episode 18. Like I said, just when you thought you had seen everything that Mona could do, she brought you something new. She brought you a little black girl magic and a little TV magic. Looky here. TV magic, for its rocks, was not in the audience. That was last year. Mona, boop, popped her in there. See, that's that Tyler Perry, Black Girl Magic, ushered in by Mona Scott Young. She done dropped rocks on the Hollywood reunion. Yet, rocks was at work. Okay? A mess. Did you think we wouldn't notice that you actually used footage from last year's reunion with our girl in there and we weren't going to notice? Now, we love seeing her, but Mona, bitch, really? Really, Mona? A mess. A mess. I am never surprised at anything that goes on at a Mona Scott reunion or just a production in general. It's always some shit. First, Ray J's hat gets moved around. Now they done took and moved rocks around. A mess. I thought that was hilarious, you guys. I hope y'all caught it. I did. Anyway, let's go on. Okay, so what was actually happening in that kerfuffle that was actually going on last week? That it was Moniece, but it was Moniece trying to throw her shoe. And then people were moving around and Nina's trying to get out of the way because she don't want to tear up her McCall's pattern dress. And the thing that was funny was Safari's goofy ass going to jump out there and lay down in the middle of the aisle and get to kicking his goddamn leg. I said, you know what? Safari is a complete clown. A complete clown. I love him. I love him. He's just that guy who is just so corny that you can't help but like him. Because, you have guys that are like Rockstar who try to be funny. And they try, because that's who Rockstar try. He wants to be like Safari. But we hate you, Rockstar. We hate you because you're not funny. You're stupid. Fucking bitch. You're stupid. Now, Safari does goofy shit. And we like it. We like it. I don't know. Could be a couple different things. First of all, Safari's cuter than Rockstar. Rockstar got a real high butt and Safari got a real low whoop whoop. So maybe that's why we like Safari, but I don't know. But all in all, for our funny and our laughs, we go to Safari. We don't need to see Rockstar no more. Get him out of here. Anyway, so that was our good old boy acting a fool, laying in the aisle, kicking his feet. Then it went to this whole thing with Tierra and Akbar and the whores. And I just was so over it. I was so over it. And then Akbar just, got to that whole disrespectful place. Talking about, yeah, Tierra, she was addicted to me. And no, I wasn't in love with her. When Nina asked him, were you in love with her? No. I was like, rude, honey. Rude. Then Miss Nina. Now, usually, I don't bother Nina. I don't mess with Nina too much. I done rode her a little bit because she had on a fuck-ass dress this time. And that you didn't really represent for the big girls too hot as far as fashion this time. So I gave you a little bit of a nudge. But I ain't bothering you too much. But Nina, bitch, I'm getting ready to get you. I'm getting ready to get you because there came a point where your job may have been of the essence. Why did you shut down the exchange when we were actually getting answers to the questions we had? When it came to Tierra and Alejandra and Sade and Akbar, there was a round of questioning that was actually going on, and there was no screaming and yelling. There was no melee going on. It was actually, the problem was Bridget was actually doing the questioning. Bridget was interviewing the fuck out of Akbar and the girls and Tiara, and she was getting answers, and nobody was yelling and screaming and getting out of hand. It was actually going like a regular interview, and we were getting answers, and Nina fucking shut it down. Why did you shut that down, Nina? Did you shut that down because Bridget was doing your job? It was a bit narcissistic, but I understand. I understand how this goes. You know, that Nina, that Mona, rather. Mona, if Mona saw what I saw, you fuck around and that McCall's pattern be walking off of Tyler Perry Studios, because that goddamn Bridget was doing the goddamn shit out of your job at that point. Bridget was interviewing the fuck out of them and getting answers. Getting answers, and she was leading the hell out of it. Hey, Bridget, bitch. No green hair. Keep the black feathers and the soft hairdo, and keep on trying to get you a job interviewing somebody, bitch. I think you found your niche, Shani. I was like, oh, Nina, shady. But I understand, bitch. Secure the bag. Secure the bag. Anyway, all in all, when we got to the end of that, we figured out that Alejandra is dumb enough to actually take the fall, her own admission, to take the fall for her beloved Akbar. And so, Alejandra, bitch, you look like you the whore going to jail. So, girl, we'll see you, honey. Clink, clink. We'll see you, bitch. You'll get a whole full chance to use all your muscles, honey. All your muscles. Down to the Bastille, honey. Looks like you're going to Mrs. Furthington finishing school for girls. See you, girl. Anyway, moving on. So, K. Michelle and Tierra had an exchange. Kay has changed clothes again, beautiful black lace gown. I said, God damn it. Kay Michelle was giving, or Kimberly, or whoever the fuck she's being. She's crazy. Kimberly was giving you all Diana Ross, baby. She was turning these gowns and changing this hair and carrying on. I said, bitch, you better come through with new wigs and new gowns. That look, though, the black lace sitting on the couch, was beautiful, because she did that same shit, the same look on whenever she talked to Paris. She was actually backstage, though, when she talked to Tierra. Her and Tierra talked. She apologized to Tierra, told her, if me talking with Akbar put you in a position that made you feel a certain type of way, baby, I'm going to go ahead and apologize for that. It was not my intention. What was done to you was completely wrong. And if it went the way that you say that it went and they did that to you, they got to pay for that the rest of their life. Don't you even worry about it. They will pay for what they've done to you. She said, now, I think Akbar is cool. I ain't got no problem with him. And as far as being a part of that shit he got going on, never me. I'm not that bitch to do all that. But I do want to sleep with the chocolate wife. She's my flavor. I said, oh, sure did. Said she wouldn't mind sucking her pussy. I said, oh, all right, Kimberly. I remember you talking about you didn't. I thought I was under the impression that you didn't suck pussy, that you was more so a pillow princess. But now that you coming on out here that you got a hard tongue, come on, girl. Welcome, honey. All right. Then the bitch jumped up and said, I gotta go. I gotta go do some edibles, and I'll see y'all in the bed. I said, this bitch, crazy as shit. Funny. K. Michelle and Safari, absolutely the goddamn comic relief. Yes, they are. Then we had this whole argument between Lucci and Nikki. And I felt bad for Solo Lucci, because Nikki was clowning. Nikki, bitch, you're lying. Flat out. You're lying. Lucci ain't lying, bitch. You was over there flipping it up, and he was sticking you with that piece, honey. Mm-hmm. And we know Lucci probably got a piece that is ungodly, honey. Anything that ugly, that thin, and that fucked up, child, he had to be blessed somewhere. And the way you sitting there lying and being all mad, girl, he probably tore you up with inches upon inches of something, honey, that had you really feeling some type of way. And then even at the end, you made up with him. But you don't even make up with people. You made up with him, girl, because you want some more of that pita. I said, well, go ahead, Lucci. But I felt bad for Lucci. I don't believe he was lying, not one little bit. I believe he did fuck Nikki. And Nikki keep finding her way back over there. And Tierra be with her. I didn't see no dick and no pussy. Yeah, girl, because they probably went into the other room. But you know it went up in there. Or maybe he was sticking it somewhere else. You know, they do a lot of semantics around here. But anyway, moving on. Brooke. Brooke, you've looked a fool all season. This was no exception. You came out. They went back through a story. I'm not going back through it. It was painful enough and irritating enough the first time. But where you thought you were doing all that clowning, did Amber Diamond clown the shit out of Brooke? And Marcus said, I've been knowing Marcus for years. Been there, done that. And if I had wanted him, I could have had him. And he didn't deny it. And Brooke was sitting there with her face looking stupid, talking about, look like some truth to it, girl. She been fucking your man before. So it wasn't no real big issue. So you really didn't clown her. You clowned your goddamn self yet again. Yet again. And then right in with that, Bridget, again, was getting the answers. I said, honey, Bridget, you done found what you're supposed to be doing, honey. Bridget could host these things. Bridget was getting done what she needed to get done. And that bitch was real easy and able to hold her composure and say what she needed to say. Because even when Sean Love tried to get real cute and say, you know, girl, if I really wanted to fight, girl, you see these guns, I would have just punched her in her face. And Brooke said, yeah, girl, would you? And we would have been fighting. And she kept right on rolling. But there was no punk in her. I said, okay, Bridget, you know, I'm starting to like Bridget a lot more. That Bridget got some shit with her. It's my kind of bitch. Bold and brazen. Well, we know she's bold and brazen. But yeah, Bridget, you were really together tonight. You gave me life. And now Moniece. More comedy. Did y'all notice how this bitch just laid on the couch the whole fucking reunion, the whole second part of the reunion? Moniece was laying on the couch like she was watching Netflix and chilling. I was dying laughing at Moniece. I said, Moniece, you are a fucking clown, and I love it. I love it. Love it. I was dying. Then we had the little meetup with K. Michelle and Paris. And this is some more shit I ain't getting ready to go all the way through. Paris, what is all that fucking makeup all in that part on that wig? The part is this wide, and it got 12 pounds of Fenty Beauty packed up in it, and then it's a different color. It looks ridiculous. That whole wig and that whole getup, you look ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's given RuPaul Reject Barbie, honey. It's just all fucked up. But you're sitting there, and they were going back and forth again, and Kay said, I ain't doing all this. I'm not going to scream and yell. Fuck this shit. I got to say in a minute. I'm out of here. So she ended up getting up off of the couch, told her, she said, I raised you. I raised you. You were a Twitter fan, honey. You were a Twitter fan. I took you. I loved you. I would have given you anything. And then, yes, all the charges came back, and they had everything there is fraud. She said, oh, but it's still, you know, she plays the semantic games, too. Oh, it started $50. It was always $50. Now, all of a sudden, it's $300. But did you clock? If you had found out that it was more, why didn't you just say it was more? She never denied that she didn't do all of it. Never denied that you didn't do all of it. And then you offered to pay all $300 back, which was admission of guilt. Paris, I don't need to hear no more about it, bitch. So let's not do any more of it. Was only $50. So now we know it was $300. It was a list of charges. And we could safely say, bitch, you are a thief. You are a thief. Yes, you may have had ways to go in and actually rob her and rag her and get more money, and you didn't, but you did steal bitch, a list of times you did charges that she knew nothing about. Then she got them all together, bitch, and you didn't deny that you did all those things. You did it. $300, $50. See, for me, it could have been $5, bitch. If I didn't tell you you could have it, bitch, then it ain't okay, okay? Call me petty, whatever. Bitch, if I didn't say you could have it, you ain't got no business with it. And just remember, a bitch that will take $5 from you will take $5 million from you, okay? So whether I'm petty or not, what the fuck ever, all you rich motherfuckers out there, that bitch is a thief. And I don't want to hear no more about it. She's a thief with a fucked up wig on. And I'm like, hey, Michelle, fuck this shit. I gotta sing. I ain't hollering and screaming. I'm the fuck on up out of here. She got up and went and left. Came back, changed her gown again, like Diana Ross, and came on out there and sang her song. I wasn't feeling that song, though. Bitch, this is Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. We don't need to hear that sad, sorry-ass shit. I was like, hey, really? It's a pretty-ass song, but bitch, this ain't what it... Bitch, if you don't get some motherfucking shit that's rocking, bitch, are you kidding me? That was too mature and over the top ballad that was too torchy for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. You see how Amara La Negra came out there and did Insecure. Insecure was a lighthearted ballad. It fit. That shit you did was too heavy, bitch. That was giving us Torch Song Trilogy. I thought I was at a drag show. Girl, bye. Anyway. Then the last thing, Princess and Moniece squashed their beef and hugged. Wasted camera time for me. And then Nikki and Lucci made up because Nikki wants some more of that dick that Lucci got. End of story. That's the end of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Oh, and then they said Bridget and Safari are messing around. Okay, I ain't mad with you, Bridget. You finally made it around to some good dick. All right. Catch y'all later. Love and Hip Hop New York next week. Later.